Today is one of my favorite videos to record. I've been saving up mail for nearly 6 months, and you guys know I have a lot of huge goals to work on. This video might push that 10K barrier or maybe a little bit more for an epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Mail day. What's up, Breaker Army? I'm CardBreaker. Welcome back to another epic video. I don't even know if epic is going to be the right term to describe how crazy this mail day video is going to be. I've said it just about every time. I try and up myself every single time, and I don't know if we've quite upped ourselves from the previous mail day video, but it's been about 6 months, and honestly, I've actually opened up some things already and kind of like put them aside. So not everything shown here is every bit of my mail that I've saved, just because I get a little bit anxious and want to open up things, or I have to verify contents of a lot of stuff. So you'll see some packages have already been opened, just because, you know, one, it speeds things up, and then two, like if I buy on like Mercari or eBay, I have to make sure that the card actually matches and verifies the condition that I purchased it in. And of course, as always, I always do my best to give a huge shout out to the sellers if I can remember them. It's been a while, so bear with me, guys, because there's been a lot of stuff that I purchased from amazing people in the community. So this is going to be a mail day for you guys, and we're going to try and bring the joy and have a lot of fun. Now, before I feel like a kid on Christmas going through all this mail, I do have to, of course, give a giveaway to you guys. We do have a Gladiator Beast Alexander Super Rare and an Ultimate Rare they're going to give away to one lucky winner. Enter for a chance to win. Make sure you leave a like on today's video, make sure you're a subscriber, and make sure you guys ring that bell. And let me know your current collection goals. What are you working on? It could be Yu-Gi-Oh!, could be Pokemon, could be One Piece, Magic, you know, all the different TCGs, because we do support everybody. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the best, don't get me wrong here, but let me know what your current collection goals are. Is there some big master set you're working on? Like I'm working on a bunch of master sets, and you guys will see the progress we made with this video. But let me know down below, guys, what you're working on for your collection and what mail you're expecting soon. We're going to dive in and see all these amazing cards that I've been waiting and very eager to see. All right, everybody, grab some popcorn, grab your favorite beverage, because this is going to be a long haul. Looking beside me, there's probably like 30 packages that we're going to go through, not including the miscellaneous cards that I've already opened out of their packages that we have to review and do our best to give a shout out. I'm going to try so hard, and if I do forget while I'm actually recording this, I'll pop it up on the screen just so you guys can see who the amazing sellers are for these cards. Now, there's going to be a mix of eBay, Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, probably Buy. I'm trying to think if I actually have any OCG stuff in here. I don't know. We'll find out, because some of it's going to be a mystery to me anyways. Let's dive in, guys. We're going to start with our first card. This is a random one. So this was actually a eBay purchase. I got this card for like, I think $20. I know it's an unlimited card, but you guys know I love Dark Crisis. Obviously, right there. I've got my freaking banner poster behind me there. So you guys know I love Dark Crisis. For $20, I couldn't really pass up a PSA 10 Skull Archfiend of Lightning. It is unlimited for sure, OG print. 20 bucks, guys. Like that, this was an eBay purchase. I don't remember the name of the seller. eBay stuff is going to be like kind of like hit or miss as far as announcing any like the buyers and sellers and stuff like that. Up next, one of my best friends, one of my absolute legends that I know, because he is such a great person. He helps me with my PSA submissions. He's helped repair some cards. He's helped you guys. Al, he actually hooked us up with a Solemn Judgment. This is, so you guys don't know, I am working on a master set, of course, of a lot of cards. I'm trying to do, if I can get heavily faded, I'm going to try for that. But if I can go for like mid faded, as long as it's like near mint plus the mint condition, he said, like he graded this himself. I trust this judgment. Solemn Judgment. So if he said it's a mint card, then I do trust him. So Big Al, appreciate the hookup, my friend. We do have a Solemn Judgment PSA 8 first edition. We're going to be cracking that out of a slab. And then up next, these are actually a little combo here. So there is more to this. So this actually came from Castell Collectibles. He actually changed his name. I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Shop before. I bought from him many times over the years. So we did a big trade. I actually sent him a huge collection, and he had some stuff that I wanted on his website. Now, to the left of me, there are some ghosts from the past 2 displays I'm going to open at some point for a video, but I also saw these on his website. I'm like, hey man, let's go ahead and include this. So this is a Mystic Swordsman level 2. I do need this for Soul the Duelist. And then we've also got the Dark Magician from the Power of Chaos Yugi. So that'll kind of match our red eyes we have over here on the right side. I do need to get the blue eyes eventually, but you know, this is a start. I love my game promos. I'm trying to work on getting them in 10s. This is one of a few. I don't have that many, I don't think. I have the red eyes. I have this one. Have like one other random slab I think actually might be in this mail day video as well. So kind of crazy stuff. Now here's something, you know, mostly everything on this channel is Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys do see some Pokemon stuff behind me here and stuff like that. But I've actually been picking up some things. I'm going to explain why. So I am working on very, very, very slowly because right now is not the time to be buying Pokemon cards. But I am working on a master set of Gen 2 and Gen 3, well, 2 and then 3, for Pokemon, not Yu-Gi-Oh, for Pokemon, of my favorite artworks. Now, this could, you know, change as time goes on and be like, okay, I like this one more, or a new card might come out. Now, what I'm doing, it's going to be, it doesn't have to be the most expensive card. It could be a common, could be, you know, some cards only come as commons, or uncommons, or rares, like non-holos. So anyway, I picked up some stuff. So we've got a Tyranitar. This is pretty clean, like pretty much everything. You guys know I'm really picky when it comes to conditions. For the Pokemon stuff, I'm going to try for at least like near mint to near mint plus. If I can find a mint copy for a decent price, then I'll for sure buy it. So we got Tyranitar, and then some, this is actually a new one. I think this is Journey Together, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me that's not the cutest artwork, like, ever. It is so adorable. And then now I've got to decide between two different ones. This Skarmory or this one here. I actually really love the reverse stamped cards where it has the name of the set there. So Skarmory, the EX Delta species. We got Azumarill, another Delta species. I actually found these at a local trade event for one of my OTSs. Well, actually, it's I think they were an OTS, but they don't actually sell Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. They do a ton of stuff for Pokemon and Magic. But anyway, got a Crobat Delta species reverse. We got the Cyndaquil. This is, I think this is the reverse because most of the regular, I think this comes in a holo. And for this particular set, they do that like fighting and all the other energies there in the background. If you guys know the names, I think this is just the regular reverse rare. We've got a Ledian. Now, a lot of the new illustration rares, I'm going to try and include those because some of them look really nice, but you can't beat the just true nostalgic classic ones. We got Ampharos. I might actually change this one. This was actually just a super clean copy that I'm like, you know, I might as well pick it up. I can probably resell it, get my money back. And then some new ones. So you guys can correct me however you want. I call it, so people call it melodic. I call it Milotic. That's just from when I was a kid back in the day. But this is definitely one of the better artworks that Pokemon has done. This is one of the newer SIRs from, this is Surging Sparks, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have the Salamence EX. This is from Journey Together. This card looks insane. So a lot of Gen 3 stuff here. Got a Kingdra EX. This card was just really cheap and actually super clean. It was a PSA 8 that I got for like, I think 40 bucks. I couldn't really believe it, so I had to pick that one up. And then this was actually an eBay find. This was just a really cool, awesome Hoot artwork. I found this, I think it was, yeah, it was eBay, and it was just a random one. I was like, you know, it was, I think it was on bid, super clean, and it actually being like super, super minty. And then we've actually got this, all that stuff there came from like mostly local game shops, things like that in my area. And then this big little bundle, a big bundle, I guess you could say, of slabs. And we got one singular top-loaded card here. This comes from, I think his name is Shadow Realm Collector on Instagram. So go support him, guys. Go check him out. So we've got a Beautifly that actually has a really nice swirl down there in the bottom. And then he actually graded a bunch of these cards. I think this was a freebie. I can't remember if this one had a swirl or not, but we got some Viper here. These are all Gen 3 cards, or Gen 3 Pokemon. Coming up, got a Dusclops. I love, there's a swirl. It's actually a fart swirl. So Dusclops is crop dusting everybody. We've got a Blaziken. This is actually one of my personal favorite artworks. Really, really nice copy, actually. And pretty great price. Like, his prices were, I think, at or right around TCG near mint. We've got a beautifully placed swirl. Like, look at this pattern, guys. You just, old Pokemon. Like, I know Pokemon's not for everybody. I'm not going to spend too much time on these. But I decided to show you guys because this is technically a part of my mail day. It's stuff I'm working on. You know, we do accept all other TCGs here. Here's another really nice double swirl Torkoal. This is actually one of my favorite artworks like of all time. I don't love this Pokemon all that much, but man, this artwork looks really nice, especially with the double swirl. That I think they're like Cosmo foils, almost basically something like that. But we're just getting to the surface of everything we got coming up today. Continue to grab things at random. We've got a really epic ultimate rare that Creed, our good friend Creed, fellow Yu-Gi-Tuber, pulled on his channel not that long ago. I think he pulled it in a live stream when he was opening up some Euro packs of the Enemy of Justice set. And so this card just looks really, really nice. I know that the lighting isn't like the absolute best right now for this card, but man, D-Time is just one of my favorites. Like, I don't know what it is with this card, but man, it just looks so nice. So Creed, a huge shout out to you, bro, for actually allowing me to purchase this card. It looks really beautiful. One day, I would like to get this card in first edition for Euro sets because Enemy of Justice, like you guys will see coming up here soon for some of the mail, that Euro print stuff just looks insane when it comes in comparing the two. And then up next, we've got something from our good friend Dosh the Collector. So yeah, he always includes a note whenever he sends stuff. So CardBreakerGT, thank you for checking back and grabbing this sweet first aid Shuten Doji. We hope all is well with you and yours, my friend. Much love, Dosh. So let's peel this note off. So I picked up a Relinquished and I think it was a Stardust Overdrive at Secret Rare. So I picked this up, so I'm slowly trying to collect the Dark Beginning, Dark Revelation Hollows, like probably DR1 and 2. I don't know about 3 and 4, but DR1 and 2 at least, and DB1, DB2. And then we've got this for Stardust Overdrive. This again, kind of helps me work on my master set. So basically, like, I keep saying master sets. If you guys haven't seen it already, it's on the channel where I am, basically, like, I think it was at the beginning of the year, I did a video for the master set that I'm working on. It's LOB all the way through 5Ds, technically. Now, I am also working on Zexal and ArcV, so I'll give you guys an update for that. But I'm going to record this mail day video, then shortly after, maybe like the following week, I'll upload a video, like, showcasing the master sets that I have. Anyway, back on track. So actually, I've got a couple things to show. So, big card right off the bat. So, this actually comes from the Uber Trading, an absolute legend in the community. One of the best persons out there. One of the best people that you can go out there and buy from. He's on Whatnot mostly. He does sell some stuff on eBay. Hit him up on Instagram. Go check out his Whatnot page. He is loaded with stuff all the time. So, he actually hooked me up with a really good price. This is a mint condition, super incredibly clean Rainbow Dragon. We've got a Cyber Dark Dragon, Ultimate Rare. These are all first ed, so beautiful card. This actually almost completes Cyber Dark Impact for me. Got a Neospatian Flare Scarab from Power of the Duelist, and then kind of a cool one. So this is a Monster Reborn. It is original print OG, but the difference is it's from the booster pack tins. If I'm not mistaken, it's from like all those BPT tins from back in the day where it was in that weird era where Konami was switching from magic cards to spell cards, but they hadn't quite changed over the card stock yet entirely. So this still has the original OG kind of card stock, but it is the spell card. So big shout out to him, but I'm not done. Actually, one more item to show. So we're going to go to the full cam here in just a second. So I'm going to keep this in the bubble wrap just because it is a very expensive item. So if you guys can't see through the bubble wrap, it is a Legendary Collection Yu-Gi-Oh's World First Edition. This one is really tough to find. If you guys can see in the back down here, I'm actually working on the Legendary Collection sets. I have a Kaiba from him as well. So there's a Kaiba back there that I swapped out. So I actually just forgot to grab that one. So there's a first edition Kaiba I got from him, and then this first edition Yugi. So all I need the 5Ds one, and I'm undecided on GX because the game board edition actually fits better. It kind of fits the theme where the first edition one actually is like the binder edition. I don't really care too much for that one because it's super big, super bulky. I might just stick to the Unlimited for now, but maybe one day I'll do the first edition. So huge shout out to Uber. You know, this is insane. I am just super happy that we were able to get some good deals with this stuff and really just make some progress on these master sets. Keeping this show on the road, how's your popcorn and snacks coming? Hope you guys do enjoy this long video because it is going to be a long one. So maybe I'm going to try and not make it an hour, but it might be. All right, so we're going to start with stuff that I don't remember exactly who this is from. Maybe as I'm going through the cards, I'll kind of remember. So I think this maybe came from Shadow Realm Collector. So we've got a number 10 Illuminite. This is a Euro print copy. Yes, this did come from Shadow Realm. So those Pokemon slabs I had earlier, these also came from him. So this is a Arch Fiend Black Skull Dragon Euro print first edition Ultimate Rare. It looks crazy stamped. So big shout out to him again, of course, for the hookups. You know, this is cool because it's a Euro copy. So what I'm actually doing, so eventually here soon enough, I am going to do a update of like my video game and my pin promo collections, plus like secret rares, things like that, because I really love secret rares. So I'm going to do a video of that here soon enough, guys. Here soon enough. And now we're going to start diving into all the eBay things. So these are ones that I've already opened up out of their packaging, verified the contents, and verified the conditions. So here's just some cards we're going to start picking up. So I got a Hand of the Sixth Samurai. This is from the Duelist Genesis. Secret rare, pretty tough to find, a really clean condition. The guy actually pulled this, packed it and everything, put it right away. Got a Breakthrough Skill, Ultimate Rare from Cosmo Blazer. This one's actually pretty tough to find in a pretty good condition. Same thing, packed fresh. Got a Solar Recharge. This isn't limited, but it is my... it's tough to say, but this might be my favorite Ultimate Rare. Like, if not, it's in my top 5 for sure. I actually sent... I might be sending this one off to grade. I do have one of the newer reprint runs from the 2024, I think that's right, from last year, maybe the year before, whenever that came out, for Light of Destruction. I have one of those at PSA, just gotta love the card. And then he actually pack pulled this one, Arm Dragon level 7. It's unlimited, but this one's actually really tough to find in a limited. Pack fresh, completely mint. I might send this one off to grade 2 just because it is such a clean card. And then I thought that this one is pack fresh as well. It's actually a super clean front, but that does have some like light scratching on the back, but that's okay. You know, what I'm actually doing, so Soul of the Duelist actually has kind of a cool unlimited print where the stamping is far superior than like what you typically see for first edition. So I'm trying to find some of those. This isn't quite as richly stamped as I want it to be, but it is pretty dang close. And now you guys will see I do have some starter deck Yugi and Kaiba stuff coming up. I think this is the only starter deck Yugi one. But this one I picked up because it's really hard to tell on camera and in this lighting, but there's the most faintest partial foil line right here. It's actually kind of cool. Plus this one, like, I've actually been trying to collect the like super dark saturation prints of cards. So, and what I mean by that, like you'll see in just a second, but a lot of people are like, oh, faded this, faded that, but there's something special, guys, about true max saturation cards where they just look good. They really do. So there's a Dark Magician, and then of course I picked up a Blue Eye. So I do have the matching rest of the deck for this one. So I'm undecided if I want to sell it. If you guys do want a complete, pretty much deck fresh, I have 2 of them. So pretty much deck fresh, starter deck Kaiba, I have that. So these are all, unfortunately, they're not mint. So the Blue Eyes does have some very minor light back scratches. So I will have to upgrade this condition one day to try and get a mint copy. But I do have these 3. These are all, I'm pretty sure, max saturation. They're pretty close, if not. And then here's another complete deck fresh set. So this one, this guy opened this 20-something years ago, tucked it away, never looked at it basically until I bought it. So this one might get sent off for grading because it is pretty centered. There's no flaws on it, and it's really nice. It's got a good chance at a 10 for sure. Then we've got the Lord of D and a Flute of Summoning Dragon. And some big cards coming up. So we've got a Armed Dragon level 7. This time it is a first edition Ultimate Rare. This card is not cheap to come by. I think this was maybe a Facebook Marketplace buy, actually. I think this might have been Facebook Marketplace. So there's that one. Big pickup for Soul the Duelist. I'm actually almost done with Soul the Duelist now. Then this one, Rainbow under Overworld of Dark World, is actually really, really challenging to find in first edition Ultimate Rare. I mean, Unlimited is even more challenging. But for some reason, this one must have been a short printed Ultimate Rare. You just don't ever see it. First off, it is a hobby Ultimate Rare, and it's an Ultra. So you guys know Ultra hobby Ultimates are really tough to pull. So I'm actually super pumped to pick that guy up. And then I do believe I got this one. I think this is my Euro print Zeus that I had to grab. I'm trying to get an NA and Euro copy of this one. So this one I had to grab. I want to say UK Blue Eyes middleman this for me, and there should be some more cards coming up later on in this Noda video. And then here's a reverse Secret Rare Jinzo. I've actually been secretly buying these. So whenever I see them come up for a decent price, and they're actually really clean. So this one is, from what I recall, it was like near mint plus to mint. Super, super clean, decently centered. I think there was like something kind of like a little minor off with it, so I didn't decide to send it in a grade. And you guys know I love Blast Magician. This and Gearfried the Swordmaster are definitely up there in some of my favorite Ultimate Rares. So I'm actually working on a page of this card. And like I said, there's a couple, like I think I've actually picked up 1 or 2 of these before, like in between the last mail day video and this one that I'm recording now, where I think I already opened it and put it away. I don't know why I didn't include it in the side cards, but anyway. So this one, and then there's just loads more cards to come. Now the fun part of going through all these bubble mailers where I've kind of like snipped open the top of them, so just to make this a little bit quicker as we're going through all this mail. I'm gonna try my best to remember, like I don't remember the name. Maybe I'll remember what who I purchased it from, and I'll try and give them the shout out. So we've got a slab here. Okay, what do we got? So throw our trash down that way. It's a newer slab. Oh, this is our Honest. So this was actually a eBay purchase. So this one, this was kind of like an impulse buy. I'm not even gonna lie, but I have a feeling that this is gonna hold really, really good value over the long haul, because I actually pulled, I want to say 2 of these, and every time they came out of the pack, they had print lines, they had damaged corners, they were off-centered. So I really think this one is going to be a great hold long-term. I think at the time of when I purchased it, it was pop 4. And what's actually funny, Asa, Ghost King TCG, he actually owns one of them. I think he still has it. I don't know if he's sold it off at this point by now, but he actually owned one of the others. So that was actually just a really fun, awesome pickup that I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it. It was on an eBay auction. So anyway, went and grabbed that one. And then our next bit of our mail, I don't know who this is or who this is from. So it's just one singular card. Yep, that's all that one is. Let's see what we got here. Let's take this out of the team bag. Here we go. What do we got? It is Blast Magician again. So, oh, this is the unlimited one. So I'm actually working on so aside from my master set, so Rise of Destiny and Flaming Eternity, I am working on a master set of everything, ultimates, commons, supers, rare, supers, all that stuff. But I'm also doing an unlimited print of it as well. Just the ultimate rares though. I'm not trying to do like all the other holos, but this one's actually been kind of tough to find in Unlimited. This one popped up on eBay. I bought it right away. I was like, boink, mine. Grabbing that one, not letting that one wait. And then up next, oh, from the legend himself, this is from Jaguar TCG or Jag. What's his name? I think it's Jaguar TCG. So he's the absolute legend when it comes to faded, wavy, glossy, OG vintage stuff. You guys got to go check him out on Instagram. I don't remember what I bought from him though. So let's see what it is. Maybe just one card. What is it? Oh, a very nicely faded Lord of D. So we were just talking about faded stuff earlier. This card was mint. So I trust him when he says this, when he says that something is mint. I do trust his judgment. Now, I don't believe this is max faded, but it's pretty dang close. Like, the stars and the attribute are max faded, but the cards, like, actual rest of it is not, which is kind of interesting. So I'm actually, what I'm doing for the starter decks, I'm trying to do, like, varying levels of fade. So, like, max saturated all the way to, like, max faded. So, and then eventually maybe wavy included. But as long as I can get them faded, I'm cool with that. But big shout out to Jag, my guy Jose. Wait, is it Jose? I know it's, I think it's Jose Aguirre. I don't know, something like that, but Jag. Jag on Instagram. Absolute legend. Then this one's going to be a little bit tricky to open. So this actually comes from Brock Reed. So Mr. B. Reed on Instagram and on Whatnot. Oh, this was actually a big purchase. So I got a bunch of stuff from him. So go check this absolute legend out. He's on Instagram now. He's also on Whatnot. We picked up a pretty big bundle from him a little while ago. Let's see what all we got. So I've actually been trying to find me so actually here's his information. So he's on Whatnot, Red Eyes Reed, Instagram. He's Red Eyes Reed as well. eBay Red Eyes Reed. So Brock Reed, that's his name, but you know, Red Eyes Reed. So anyway, like I was saying, been trying to find me a really clean first edition collector's rare copy of Black Luster Soldier. You guys know I used to have one here. The reason I sold it is because I found this. So we have this now. We've got a Gladiator Beast Octavius. I basically told him he was selling a ton of cards he got in a collection. And I said, I want anything that's mint. So if it's near mint plus the mint, hook me up on it. So we got Gladiator Beast Octavius and Gladiator's Assault. Got a Tualatin. Funny story about, actually, funny bit of information. If you guys are from Oregon, you guys know that this name actually means something. Is it? I think it's Oregon, if I'm not mistaken. But the Pacific Northwest, there's actually a city that's named after that. Got a King of the Beast. This is from Raging Battle. And then a Belial Marquis of Darkness. This card, guys, I almost purchased this in a PSA 10 not that long ago, but I had to stay focused. I'm like, look, I'm looking at the task ahead. I can't just be impulse buying everything because cards are expensive, guys. You know, this mail day is not cheap, that's for sure. You guys will see some more epic stuff to come, but definitely one of my favorite pickups. So huge shout out to my guy at Red Eyes Reed for all the goodies. And then this is just one little stack of mail. I've got maybe 20 more packages to go through, so I just grabbed a bundle. So I don't know who this is from. This is Tyler something. What do we have? Oh, it's a Pokemon card. Okay, let's see what we got. It is, oh, Typhlosion. So this actually might be my personal favorite artwork of Typhlosion. So Typhlosion is my personal favorite for Gen 2. Actually, does it have? It's got a hollow stamp right up there above the name, which is actually kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen that. And it was really cheap. So this is the reverse foil. So if you guys don't know, like I was saying earlier, the reverse foils, they're the same as the regular holo, but they have the stamp for the name of the set, which is so cool. I don't know what it is. I'm a sucker for stamp promos, so I had to pick this one up. So Typhlosion, a huge grab. I really think this card is probably more expensive now at this point, so that I'm super pumped to be able to pick that one up. I was a bit too eager to move on to the next stack of mail that I forgot to give a shout out. So that was Dolphins TCG for that Typhlosion, by the way. Again, Dolphins TCG on Instagram. All right, we got our next bit of our mail. This comes from oh man, I remember what his logo is, but I can't remember what his actual Instagram handle is at the moment. It's like Yugioh, Yugioh something. I can't remember what it is, but I picked this. He's actually, I think, from Germany maybe, or somewhere international. Can't remember. I'm sorry, my friend. But I picked this up from him. So this is a pretty big card. This actually helps me. This should be able to complete my Forbidden Memory set. So this is a Harpy's Pet Dragon. I totally forgot to actually pick this up, not even gonna lie. So he graded this himself, and he said the only flaw on it, there's like a tiny pin dot, I think, somewhere in the text box down here. But now I have the Red Eyes, I have the Metal Morph, so this is the Harpy's Pet Dragon. So this is a huge pickup. This will be getting cracked, so RIP to all the PSA 9 collectors out there. But you guys know I crack a lot of slabs on this channel because I love minty cards, and it's even better when I know the person who graded it, because then I can trust them when they say the card was mint because they were expecting a 10 or something like those lines. But I'll be sure to pop up his information, you know, earlier in the conversation. And then next, oh, I've actually got something else from Uber. So more shout out to Uber. So let's see what we have here. I don't remember what this one is actually. Let's see what we got. This is maybe a slab. Nope, we got some more singles. What is it? What is it? So Uber. Looks like I won a giveaway in this one. I do tend to do that one because I'm almost always in his Whatnot stream. So this is a Swords of Revealing Light giveaway that we won. Did we win 2 cards? I guess we did. So we got that one. I've got a Mana Core of Darkness. I'm also working on unlimited master sets, just the hollows. So like hollow master sets of the original Duel Monsters era. So I've got that one. And a Breaker, the Magical Warrior. I think this was a mistake purchase. No, now the numbers means the number of auction, not actually what I paid. So I think this one actually is kind of LP. So I have to check this one again. I don't remember what the conditions are, but here's a nice one. So this is a UFO Roid Fighter from Cybernetic Revolution. He said that this card was mint. He was going to grade it. And again, this is one of those people where if he's selling it as mint, I trust his judgment. So that one. Got a Ancient Rules from Legendary Collection Kaiba. I'm also working on the Secret Rares in first edition from the Legendary Collections. And then here's a kind of a cool one. So I do actually have some OCG stuff in here. So here is the right arm of the Forbidden One and the left leg of the Forbidden One, specifically from the Phantom God set for the OCG. Now, if you guys actually have these, I don't remember the condition. I see like maybe some whitening on this corner, but I'm trying. It's not super expensive, but I am trying to actually collect this all in mint condition. So I need the other pieces. So if you guys have this, please let me know. This is actually my personal favorite printing of Exodia. So please hit me up if you have it for sale. I'd love to purchase it. Yeah, it's one of those I gotta have. And then next, this is Tim's Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Tim Collector, Tim something. What is it on here? Tim's Cards and Games. So that's what it is. I know he's on Instagram, I believe, but he's mostly on eBay. So this is a pretty big slab that I've been trying to buy for a while. You guys will see in just a second. It is, well, kind of can't really see it, so let me take off this plastic wrap. And he also has his business card in here, so that'll help kind of help me give me some more information. So Tim's Cards and Games, there we go right there. This is really cool. I might have to steal some of these ideas for these business cards. These are really unique. So he's also on YouTube. That's what it is. He's Yugioh Tube. Duh. I know it's like, I know it's not his Instagram name. Anyway, so we got a Blackluster Soldier, Super Soldier from the Dimension of Chaos set. This is, unfortunately, it is North American print, but it is a very nice NA print copy of this one. Most of these for NA are fairly flat, so I'm pretty pumped to get this one. This one, I don't know if I'm going to put it on the display, but this will for sure be a very nice one in the collection. That is staying slabbed. I'm not cracking any of the 10s that you guys will see. All right, next card that we have, let's see what it is. Actually, this one comes from Ruxin. And if I remember correctly, this was actually a mistake purchase, but I went through with it anyways because I'm not going to do that to the guy. Yeah, I remember this now. So Ruxin, obviously you guys don't need, you guys know who Ruxin is pretty much. But I thought that I was purchasing the Ultimate Rare, but it turns out I did actually need the Ultra Rare as well. So I bought this one. By the time I went back to his page on his website, the Ultimate Rare had already sold. So it is what it is, but I do actually have the Ultra that I will be cracking that one. So that is for sure. Next one, what do we have? I have no clue because I must have already taken this one out of the packaging. It is a slab. Oh, 1,000 Knives. I think this is STF Gaming. So if you guys don't know, STF strictly, what is it? Strictly Treeborn Frog, I think is his full thing. So he's a huge frog guy. No shame in his game, that's for sure. But this was like a $20 buy. So I am trying to pick up some of the game promos as they come up for really good prices. So there is, I think, 1 or 2 other things from STF in this mail day video. Up next is, I don't remember who this is. I think this is an international purchase. I don't remember, maybe, actually, I don't remember their Instagram handle, but I'll be sure to pop it up, of course, if I do remember who it is. What do we have? It is a mystery. So, like I was saying, guys, it's kind of like Christmas, because some of this stuff I just forget as I hold on to it for so long. So what do we have? It is a slab. It is, oh, yes, I remember. Red Dragon Archfiend from the 10 promos. I've actually been wanting this one for a long time. You guys know I love Red Dragon Archfiend. I love Red Dragon Archfiend, and this card is just gorgeous. He graded it himself, so I know it's a good 10. True 10. I've got to clean up the slab a little bit. It looks pretty dingy, pretty dirty. That is a little bit unfortunate, but that does happen over time. Luckily, there is some like card cleaning stuff. If you guys need to know the information of that, just message me on Instagram or email me. I'm happy to tell you what it is. So I'll definitely be cleaning that one up, put it all nice and shiny, and I'll be sure to put it in a Dragon Scale Supplies bumper guard, which, subtle plug here, but if you guys do want to get any epic bumper guards for your slabs, link below in the description. Check out Dragon Scale. They have more than just bumper guards. They have ways to store and protect your cards, all different stuff. Use my code CardBreakerGT10 to get you guys 10% off. One of the best companies out there. Hands down. Hands down. All right. Next package. Let's see what this one is. Who is this from? Jacob Sickler. So this is... Sick25J, I believe is his name on Instagram. I've purchased a lot of stuff from him over the last couple years. Just by, you know, he opens a bunch of stuff. And so he pulled this himself. So this is a number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Now, it got a 7, we think, because there is... So this is a Euro copy, and it has a little bit of a Euro white corner down there. Now, what I'm going to do with Ghost Rares... So Zexal era is notorious for having the worst Ghost printings. Well, I would argue and say the worst, because almost every North American print Ghost Rare is super scratched. So if the holo foil is pristine, which is what I've noticed for European print Ghost Rares, if that's pristine and it has just like 1 or 2 white dots in the corner, I will take that over a scratched holo, because when you guys buy a Ghost Rare, you want the holo to be clean. Like, that's the whole point of it. Plus, honestly, I think Euro Ghost Rares pop a bit more because they're more vibrant and like more colors go in there. Actually, I think NA, maybe wrong choice of words. I think NA is more vibrant, but there's more colors when it comes to Euro prints. So anyway. So big shout out to him, of course, for the hookup with this one. Pretty good price. I think I bought this. I think I paid under TCG Nearman prices, so not a bad hookup, that's for sure. If you guys are watching this video at this point, let me know what beverage you've already consumed, what snacks you maybe consumed as well, because I'm kind of curious to see how long some of you stick around for this video. But going to our next one, we've got Mr. Plano Trade Exchange. So this is PTE Yugioh, if I'm not mistaken. Huge supporter, because I've bought so much stuff from him over the years. He's been pretty much my go-to person when it comes to trying to find mint cards, and Uber now, actually. Uber has helped me out a bunch. So Mr. PTE Plano Trade Exchange over in Texas. Let's see what we picked up from him. So we've got a Dimension Fusion. So this is unlimited, but like I was saying earlier, I am working on mint condition for the OG prints, and this one's actually really tough to find an OG unlimited. So I had to grab that one. Got a Air Knight Parshas, same thing. These are all on his eBay store, if I'm not mistaken. So he mostly does stuff on eBay now, but you know, I'll hit him up every now and again to get some good deals. Got a Royal Firestorm Guards from Gladiator's Assault, and I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if this was Euro or NA. I think this is Euro. I'm trying, if I can, to only do NA print for the secret rares, at least for the high-end ones. This one, if it's Euro, it's fine with that, super picky. And then here's a cool one. So this is a Chiron the Mage from Flaming Eternity. This is an unlimited Ultimate Rare. Flaming Eternity is a weird one where the unlim ultis are actually sort of challenging to find. Not like impossible, but they're kind of challenging. And then our last one, this is a big one. So we've got a Crystal Beast, Sapphire Pegasus, huge card. Yes, this card was expensive. It was a mint condition copy. So basically, like, what's really nice with buying mint condition cards where they're not graded is, like, they would have been graded, but it's not worth it because they would have hit a 9 because they're off center. So this one, you guys can see it's pretty heavy on the bottom, which is totally fine by me because that is a perfect card to go into the binder because I know that's a mint card and it's just off center. It's a big win all around. All right, next up, what do we got? This is, I have no clue who this is from. But it's in a box. It is a slab. What do we have? So we're going to throw this box to the side. What do we got is a PSA 10. What is this? Oh, I remember this one. How could I forget? This is actually an eBay purchase. So this is a Fusion Armament. I remember actually opening this because I was like, what the heck is this? And I looked at it. I'm like, why? The back is so off-center. But that's okay. I'm never going to look at the back, really. So Fusion Armament. You guys might know why I love this card so much because Dark Flare Knight is featured in the background. So that one, and then we've got Flame Swordsman, of course, in the front. One of my favorites. I love Joey. Love Dark Magician. I love, obviously, everything that goes on with these two. So Fusion Armament. Plus, this was like 30 bucks, maybe. It was so cheap for a 10. I'm like, that's yoink, mine. Give me that. All right, next up, I don't know who this is. This is a little bundle of cards. So this might be, I think this was actually a Facebook purchase. This was somebody in one of the Facebook groups. So we've got the Red Eyes Black Dragon from, oh, it's actually just the top loader. Red Eyes Black Dragon from Stampede. So I had to pick this one up, obviously, being a QCR and a Red Eyes fan. We've got, on the back here, we've got Dark Magician. This is the Arcana artwork. By far, one of the top tier artworks that have come out for Dark Magician. This one's actually pretty centered. I might send this one in the grade. I've been kind of on a kick for grading ever since I partnered with Dragon Scale and started getting the bumper guards. I'm like, man, these really enhance the way slabs look. Because before, it was just like an acrylic like chunk basically for me. Then I'm just like, eh, but when you can kind of decorate them, they look really nice. And then we've got a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and a Divine Arsenal AA Zeus, one of the top tier artworks for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Like hands down, one of the top tier artworks. It is insane. So I don't remember, like I do remember his name, but I'm not going to give out his private information because he was a random Facebook seller. And up next, this actually is a eBay. This is an eBay purchase. So this was an eBay authenticated purchase. Oh yes. So I'm just going to pull it out of the package here so you guys can see what it is. You guys know I love me some red eyes, and we finally did it. Been trying to buy this in a PSA 10 for a very, very long time. This is the Red Eyes Black Dragon Secret. It's not the Ultra Pharaoh's Rare, which is okay. I'll get the Ultra one day, but this is the Secret Pharaoh's Rare, one of my favorite. You guys can see there in the corner. This is my all-time favorite artwork of Red Eyes. Hands down, unless they come up with something new that's crazier, this is my favorite artwork. And I love the way the Pharaoh's Rare looks on this. I don't think Pharaoh's Rare looks good on, I don't think it looks good on all the cards, but for sure the Red Eyes. I think it's just, oh my god. I was trying to say fit and suits it, so it foots it very well. Got the Red Eyes. Anyway, moving on to the next one. All right, what is this? This is from Vintage Yugioh. So we picked up a bundle of stuff from him. I actually don't remember what we got. So pretty sure this is empty. Yep, it is. So it is in some of the USPS boxes. I actually use a lot of this stuff for myself whenever I'm trying to ship out stuff. You know, if you guys don't take advantage of it, you guys really should. USPS actually gives you guys free packaging material. Plus, you can also cut up their boxes. You know, not that they would encourage you to do this, but you can use their boxes to protect stuff, which I do on the occasion. That's for sure. If we can get this one open. Let's see what Mr. Vintage Yugioh sent over to us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have been waiting to check out these cards ever since I got them from him. So, oh, I totally forgot that I got some Dark Crisis cards from him too. So we've got a Dez Feral Imp from Dark Crisis. So I need to update my actual list. We've got a Fear from the Dark. Actually more. So hold on, let's get these out of here. So we got a Fear from the Dark from Dark Crisis. I need to upgrade a bunch of these. Oh no, they're not sleeved. Are you kidding me? Hold on. So we got to pause real quick. Got to get these sleeved up at minimum, at least in a penny sleeve. So get that one in there. And then we've got a Deal with Dark Ruler. Get this one sleeved up. Lewis, what are you doing, bro? Come on. Got a Dark Bishop Archfiend, the Dark Scorpion combination, and Contract with the Abyss. So these are big because with Dark Crisis, I am actually done with this set completely for the holos. And I was missing a bunch of the commons and rares. Like, I had them, but they were not quite in the condition that I wanted them to be. And I'm going to put these to the side because I want them to get messed up. But they weren't quite in the condition I wanted them to be in, so I had to upgrade. I still there's actually a lot more that I need to upgrade. We've got the Enemy Controller. This is from the Tournament Pack. And then a Trident Dragian from Raging Battle. This card is super clean, mint condition. When he says something's mint, I trust his judgment. This one's super heavy stamp, too. It's such a shame because I remember before this card spiked and went crazy in price because of just being playable in current meta, it was like 20 bucks. And I almost bought it. I'm like, I'll pick it up eventually. But nope, price spiked, and now I had to pay whatever it was. All right, next one, Mr. I don't know who this is, actually. We'll see if I remember. Oh, this was actually a eBay purchase. Don't remember the seller's name exactly, what their eBay information is, but Silent Swordsman level 3. I'm actually a little bit bummed because I was actually bidding on this in a level 5 ultra rare, and I got bid out, or outbid in the last like second. Basically, I missed it by like 25 cents, but I love Silent Swordsman. I love Mystic Swordsman, so the Silent Swordsman level 3 was a must buy. I might try and pick up a level 5 and level 7 one day, but of course this was a pretty nice pickup from Rise of Destiny. Kind of tough to hit these in 10s pretty much, so honestly I'm pretty thrilled with it. Going into our next bit of mail, let's see what we got. I think we've got maybe 10-ish packages left, so we are getting down to the end here, but I'm saving the best for last, like I truly am. You guys are going to be super pumped for what's coming up. Alright, I don't know what this is. It is a slab. What is it? Oh, this was actually from Fanatics. So, going back to the Red Eyes, you never, at least I can't really ever find these premium pack, the ultra parallel rares, or just the parallel rares in general in 10s, because these cards scratch so easily. I think I scored this for like $30 or $40. It was insane how cheap it was. I'm like, it costs about 20 bucks to grade, more if you add in like calculate shipping, insurance, and all that stuff. And this card, I think raw is like $30. So instant pickup. Like this one I'm super thrilled with. I love the way these ultra parallel rares look, so super pumped with that one. I'm actually getting a lot of 10s in this mail day that I don't remember. So what is our next one? This is another thing from Uber. So I buy a lot from Uber. Let's see what else we picked up from him, because I really don't remember. What is in this stack? Oh, this is actually a pretty epic stack. Let's get into this. So another shout out to Uber. I thought I condensed everything that I got from him, but apparently I did not. So we got a, I think this is empty. Yeah, so it's funny. These say do not tuck, but I know that he does this just for like extra protection. So if he's doing it that way, that's totally fine. So we got a tuning. This is from Star Strike Blast. Had to pick this one up. This is one of the, I think this actually is the only ultimate rare I'm missing. And then I actually really enjoy the Pharaoh's Rare. So this was a Reinforcements of the Army, Pharaoh's Rare. This is just the secret Pharaoh's Rare, but pretty good price. You know, I actually paid a little bit less than the 55, but this one and then the tuning were must-buys, of course, because I do need these for the 2 sets that I'm working on. I am slowly going to be working on master sets for the Pharaoh's Rares, but, you know, over time, eventually. Then up next, I don't know who this one is. This might be a random, like, Facebook purchase. Let's see what it is. What is inside of here? Just one singular card. That's okay. What do we got? And it is a Jinzo. So it's actually funny. This came from eBay. And this person, I remember I actually opened this because I want to verify the contents. He put it as Gem Mint 10, and this was his price. I think I paid 55 for it, maybe 60. And whenever I opened it, I was like, this card's actually really clean. So whatever, like, if he grades often, then I was like, he's pretty accurate. So this one actually I might send in. I do have the one you guys saw previously, and then this one. So I might send this one in. I think in a 10, the reverse secret rares have been selling for like 500 to 800, maybe 500 is kind of low. But anyway, super epic card. A big shout out to the eBay seller for that one. I don't remember the person's name. Maybe I will once I see this one. Raymond. I'm trying to think of who that is. So another slab. Man, there's a lot more slabs in here than what I remember. Oh, this is a big card, guys. This one I'm actually really torn on cracking. Oh, I forgot. We've got the Black Rose Dragon PSA 9 First Edition Ultimate Rare. I got this for a really good price, I feel like. You know, I'm pretty thrilled with what I paid for it, for what they're currently going for. This card actually recently kind of spiked a bit as far as interest and popularity. And this is like the perfect raw binder for the raw copy for the binder, because it's a little bit OC in the front, pretty OC in the back. So definitely want to hit a 10 because of centering. But this is sweet, guys. So I'll like pretty much, like, I'm 99% sure I will be cracking this one for the binder because I need it for the binder. But man, Black Rose Dragon, you guys know I actually recently graded one of these unlimited in a 10, but beautiful card, guys. That is a huge one to check off the list. And then we've got more. Don't worry, we have got more. I don't remember who this one is. Let's see what it is inside of our packaging. Looks like they used another bubble mailer inside of a bubble mailer. Okay, managed to get that one out. I don't remember what this is. What the heck? Weird choice of packaging here. We got wrapped in some weird USPS bag. What did I buy? What is this? Oh, this is oh my god, what's his name? VOP, the Vault of Personality. This is the Blue Eyes. So it's actually funny. I purchased this I think a couple days before I pulled the one that I got from Heart of the Pack. So I have 2 of these now. This one I'm actually tempted to send into grade because from what I remember, this one was pretty clean. It is a little bit like tilted, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I might just keep one of these raw and then sell the other one because it doesn't really make sense to me to own 2 of these. Like, it's not something... I'm not trying to go crazy with the QCRs, but that's such an epic card. Well, I just did a count. We've actually got 6 more packages. Well, 5 packages plus some stuff I've already opened, which is... It's like a mail day video, but also... Or part of the mail day video, but stuff I've also just picked up. You guys will see in the Master Set Collection update. So this actually just came in the other day. This is from STF Gaming. So let's see what is inside of here. I think... Do I remember what I bought? I forget what I buy sometimes. You guys can see I've been saving up stuff for quite a while. And sometimes you just forget. At least if you buy as much as I do. And you know, between all the collections and everything else that's been going on, getting a new job, all that stuff, you know, life's been a little wonky lately. So let's see what we have here. This is actually from STF Gaming again, like I didn't mention already. It is, oh, it's the Exodia Necros. Wait, is this Euro? This might be Euro. It looks really dark. I haven't seen one of these in person in a while. So Dark Revelation Volume 1, Exodia Necros. I had to pick this up. It was a pretty good deal for that is actually on auction. And no, this might be NA. I don't know. I gotta look at this one. I'm not really picky when it comes to these. Like Euro, I would prefer because it's super dark in color when it comes to the holos. But man, this card is just so sick. I love Exodia Necros, obviously, because of Dark Crisis. I had to pick this one up, so I do actually have the Ultra N10, and I do have the Master Collection version coming in. I might save that for next mail day video if I don't actually open it up prior to it, because that's just how I am sometimes. But anyway, let's see what we got here. This is, what is here? I don't know. The name of this seller doesn't ring a bell. But man, what an epic mail day video this has been so far, guys. We're almost at an hour's time of recording, so hopefully you guys are still enjoying this one. Let's see what we have. Oh, this was eBay purchase. So this actually came from Japan, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the Yugioh Richie. If you guys don't know, I'm actually going to be cracking this one, so I'm going to take it out of the plastic. I am still working on the ultimate rares that predate Soul of the Duelist. And this puts me one step closer. This one's actually really tough to find and when it comes to an ultimate rare. And I did notice when I first opened it, because I actually inspected it, so it does have like a tiny bit of like edge something right up there. I'm going to see if I can fix that. So I don't know, I might end up actually like selling this one. I'm not entirely sure yet, but this guy's actually really tough to find. I got it for a pretty good price, so I can't be super upset, because I might just resell it actually. Like, I don't know, I'll inspect it later on to kind of see what I want to do. But yeah, this one, super epic card, beautiful ultimate rare. Like, it's definitely one of the best ones out there as far as like overall texture and things like that. And then speaking of, actually, I didn't, this was not intentional, but these actually just happen to be back to back in the video. So this is from my good friend Adele. So he is on Instagram. So he actually included a note here in the bubble mailer. Wrote this for the first card. So sorry for the delay, brother. Hope you enjoy the AST beauty. Happy it's going to you. Take care, my friend Adele. So go check him out on Instagram. Absolute legend. He's such a cool guy. Very helpful, very supportive. So let's see what we have here. All right, so there is our bubble mailer. We've got some back-to-back cards. What do we got? I remember what it is. You guys know. Probably not. It is a Gaia the Dragon Champion OCG Ultimate Rare. Absolutely mint. I trust his judgment too. If he says something's mint, then it's mint. And then I've got a Ghost Knight of Jack who actually pulled this one. So he opened it in a pack he got, I think, from Gizzy TCG. One of the last holos I think I needed for Ancient Sanctuary. So huge shout out to him. I'm super pumped to get one step closer to having all of our OCG Ultimate Rares. And then what is this? Oh, is this? I think this was just a freebie. So this is from, that's actually kind of funny because I actually need one of these really clean for the binder that I'm going to be updating. So that's awesome. I'm going to actually end up cracking this one and just put it into the collection because I do need one of those for the binder. Well, oh my God, what an epic mail day this has been, guys. We've got, I think, three more people to go through. So this one, actually next one is a box. So we've got this one. This comes from, oh my gosh, what is his name? KPC Silver, if I'm not mistaken. KPC Silver TCG, something along those lines. Maybe he has his business card in here, but I've purchased a lot of stuff from him over the last maybe 2 or so years. And, you know, today is nothing different. I've got some absolute heat from this man. He's always selling some epic cards. So let's see what we have. Big progress here. So wait, hold on. No, it's Red Echo. This is Red Echo 1. So I'm thinking of KPC Silver or still, but I bought from him. So this is Red Echo 1. So sorry about that. So not sure if you still need these, but feel free to keep or sell them. Thanks, man. So I don't know what this is actually. Well, we got to find out what it is. So whatever he is, he added it in. Very kind of him, that's for sure. Let's see what we've got. This is a mystery. I know I've been working on some deals with him for quite a while, so this could be literally anything. Oh, Trap Aboard Eraser and the Elemental Hero Necroshade. So I do actually remember, I think I still need this one. I don't remember if I got a Trap Aboard Eraser though, so those I got to check. So thank you, bro. Like, I really do appreciate you. Go check him out. So Red Echo 1, he's on Instagram. I think he's also maybe on eBay, and I'm pretty sure he's on Whatnot as well. Has some of the best, he gets some of the craziest collections. He's even luckier than I am when it comes to stuff. So I picked up some unlimited stuff. We've got a Nearman Plus, a small foil shift, Sword Revealing Light. Got a Trap Hole. Actually, I think I only had one of these and it wasn't minty, so I needed that one. Got an Ancient Elf, so this actually I need for Meta Raiders. Huge pickup there. Skull Knight for Meta Raiders, Cocoon of Evolution. And then a Luster Dragon. You guys, I love Luster Dragon. One of my favorite holos from Legacy of Darkness. So I had to pick up that one. It was a pretty good price, really good condition. Definitely was a no-brainer, that's for sure. All right, let's see our last little stack of Rooney we've got from him. And then we've got a Destiny board. So this was a must buy. He actually helped me finish. So you guys will see when I do my Master Collection update. I'm actually done now with Larva the Nightmare thanks to him because he had every single card that I needed. So we've got the full Destiny board, all in first edition. Got the Vengeful Bog Spirit, the Destruction Punch, and I think, yeah, Zombira the Dark. This was a huge pickup. This card is so tough to find in mint condition. So huge shout out to him. And then a Jam Breeding Machine. So absolute epic pickups. Absolutely epic. Now, guys, we've got 2 more epic things to review for this amazing mail day. What an epic mail day video this has been so far. I don't know how high we're over the 10K. I don't know like what we're gonna get to once you guys see these last 2 bits of our mail. And I don't say like, oh, 10K mail day video to brag. I do it because like it just shows how hard that I do work for my collections, everything I do for you guys. And I wouldn't be able to do this without everybody's support. So again, this is not me trying to brag and say, oh, Mr. CardBreaker's amazing. No, I do these mail day videos because you guys enjoy them. You guys like seeing the updates for the collection, and I just enjoy the hobby. You know, that's all what it comes down to. But anyway, get back on track here. So Mr. Louis, Mr. King Louis, that we're trying to help sell his huge collection right now. We've actually almost sold everything. So well, not everything. We've got a lot of stuff left still, but I actually picked up some stuff from him. So you guys will see. I'm going to show you guys everything. Now I'm actually working on paying off the rest of this from him because this was so recent. So not everything is paid for, but it will be paid for, and I got approval from him to actually show this stuff off. So we got a Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. So this is all stuff I need for my master sets. We got, actually not all of it, because a lot of the Rise of Destiny I already have, but I just had to pick them up because I love the set. We got that, perfect Machine King, a Sasuke Samurai, which, by the way, guys, if you guys did see that big binder collection where it's like $25,000 plus, a lot of that stuff is being sold for Mr. Louis. So if you guys need anything from that binder, a lot has sold already. I think we're over $20,000 worth of stuff already sold and or claimed or pending. But there's still a lot of goods left. So please message me or message him if you guys want to pick up any of those cards, because all of that stuff goes to a very good cause. So very good cause. We got a Big Core, Fusilier, the Koichi, the Battle Enchanted Locomotive, Darkblade, the Dragon Knight, Rare Metamorph, Covering Fire. Got a big Tusked Mammoth. I love Flaming Eternity, like I was saying earlier. I'm trying to work on 2 master sets of that. I got a Behemoth, Silent Swordsman, one of my all-time favorite ultimate rares. Brainjacker, and then here's where things get kind of spicy. We've got a European print Mega Rock Dragon. This was a must-buy. I had to pick up from him a Master Monk. Same thing, Euro print. I have these in North American print, but Euro looks insane. Like, it really does. Got a Card of Sanctity. These foilings are insane. Redshift the Dark Being. Same thing, European print. BWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. Beautiful card in Euro print. Cyber Barrier Dragon. Not as, like, it definitely looks good when you compare the two, but it doesn't jump out as much as I would hope it would. We got a BS covered 4, awesome looking ultimate rare again, of course. The Memory Crusher from Shadow Infinity, so trying to kind of go in order here if I can. Divine Dragon Excellion, the ones you guys never want to see when you open up Shadow Infinity, because this is the 4th ultra rare, so you either get this one or you get the Sacred Beast, basically. Oh wait, there's also Cyber Laser? Wait, is it Cyber Laser and Cyber Barrier? I think they're both ultras as well, so never mind, disregard that. Karma Cut, this one's really tough to find, especially in Europrint, so I'm actually really stoked to pick that one up. Got a Miraculous Descent from Enemy of Justice. Huge pickup for Enemy of Justice because Europrint is also very tough to find, so big shout out to Louis for being so flexible and being able to work with me. Got a Majestic Mech Goryu, Hero Flash, all from Enemy of Justice. Super Vehicroid Jumbo Drill, the one you don't really want to see from Power of the Duelist because it's a fusion, but I'm pretty happy to pick this one up. Got a Zeratius, Herald of the Heaven from Force of the Breaker. I actually own a couple copies of this in NA print, but don't have any in Euro. This one's NA. I picked it up because I just really actually like the way this card looks. Pretty cheap. Definitely a must buy. Got a Elemental Hero Neos Alias. This card is insane in Ultimate Rare. This might be one of the better looking Ultimate Rares. This one's super slept on. Got a Doom Shaman. Actually, what's kind of funny, I think I prefer NA print Ultimate Rares for this era for Tactical Evolution. I think they look better. Got a Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, Europrint, and then a Maximum 6. This one is NA, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But I needed that one for the binder. And then I've actually got 2 more cards we're going to show, so we're not done. 2 more big ones I'm going to show that I got from Louis. So one of them is going to be a Brain Control Ultimate Rare. Imogen, I know you're going to comment down below and say, Ryan, Cardbreaker, why didn't you sell this to me? Sorry. I needed one. But, you know, this one is still kind of on the fence. I might actually end up trading this one to you or selling this one to you because I know that you've been needing it for a while. So I actually told Louis that's why I picked it up. So I'm on the fence. So I haven't fully committed that I'm buying it for myself yet because you've been asking me and being so patient to pick it up. So, you know, we do have a Brain Control there. And then the last one, a card that I've let slip through my grass too many times. We've got Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman, Euro print. Beautiful card, guys. I've had opportunity to buy this one a couple times, and I definitely did not want to pass up on it this time. So, huge pickup, huge shout out to Louis. Oh, we got one more actually. So we got a Gearfried, Gearfried the Swordmaster. He actually pulled this one recently in a pack battle, a box break, is what I meant to say. From Flaming Eternity, he bought 2 packs, pulled this one. I'm like, dude, please let me buy that. I love that card. I've been trying to pick up as many copies as I can. So, Louis, absolute legend. Thank you so much, bro. Again, let me know if you guys find anything or see anything in that recent big collection. If you guys doing a purchase, you guys can message me via Instagram, Discord. You can email me, all that good stuff. Now, our very last package. Huge shout out to my good friend at Tricky Ending, Payton Glover. I'm pretty sure that's his last name on Instagram. One of the best people in the community. Basically, how I acquired all this stuff that I'm about to show you guys from him, I ended up buying a Cyber End Dragon PSA 9 First Edition Ultimate Rare that I had him crack it for me. He was going to send it to me. He's like, dude, you need to try and regrade this. It should have hit a 10. We tried it once, didn't hit. Tried it again, so technically the 3rd time it hit the 10. I sold it for $4,000. And then basically I just said, hey, you know, if you have stuff that we can kind of get to that total, let's go ahead and work out a big deal. So here we are. Now we're going to get into our box. I'm going to show you guys everything we picked up from him. Absolutely insane. So huge shout out, of course, to Payton for everything. All right, so we've got this here, and then there's 2 slabs. We're not done with slabs, guys. You guys will see why these 2 slabs are so important here in just a few seconds. So we'll go through the actual card saver cards here right now. So we've got a Stardust Dragon. This is a collector's rare. First edition. This card's been pretty tough for me to find, and it's mint condition. I trust him to say if anything's mint. But pretty much everything you guys will see here is mint as well. We've got a Elemental Hero Dark Bright. This is the first edition ulti from Tactical Evolution. Huge pickup, super pumped, super happy to pick that one up. We've got a Divine Neos from Crossroads of Chaos. This card is insane. Definitely one of the better looking secret rares that are out there. Really tough to find. Crossroads of Chaos itself is just almost insane to find. And then another Venominion. So at the time when I was trying to get this one from Louis, I was like, I couldn't remember if I got one, and then I did. And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and grab another because I actually really like the way the Ultimate Rare looks on that one. Got a Dark Horus. I actually forgot that I picked this one up from Fan of Darkness, first edition. A Harpy Queen. This was a huge pickup because this card was super clean, pack fresh, basically pulled. Force the Breaker. Super, just amazing looking Ultimate Rare. We got a Lightning Punisher from Cyberdark Impact. Here's where things get kind of fun. We've got some more Euro prints. So DD Survivor, first edition ulti from the Lost Millennium. Euro print looks insane. One of the more expensive Euro ultis that are out there. This is Elemental Mistress Storiado, mint condition, straight from his collection, if I'm not mistaken. So if he says something's mint, again, I trust his judgment. This card is very expensive. Very, very expensive in Euro print for Lost Millennium. Same thing here, Ruin, Queen of Oblivion. This is a mint condition, ultimate rare Euro print. I have an NA print of this one, but Euro is just that much better. Got a Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo from Light of Destruction, secret rare. Rainbow Neos from Fan of Darkness. I actually thought I owned this one, but I do not. I do now. So I actually had to pick this one up from him. Got a Dark Grepher. This is also from Fan of Darkness, secret rare. Really tough to get that one in good condition. Big one, guys. Jinzo PSA, or this one was, I think it was a PSA 9 that he cracked, that he was going to try and maybe regrade, but it's like super off center. But it is a mint condition Jinzo. First edition. I think he pulled this one. This guy is insane. He's opened so many boxes of Pharaoh Servant. And this one was just a freebie because Payton, he is one of the most generous people out there. So he threw this one in. I think I have Chaos Goddess already that I got from Asa, Ghost King TCG. So I'll be sure to pass that along to the next person that might need it. And then we've got 2 slabs. So the first one here is a Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster. He graded himself, super mint copy, super clean. So I'll actually be cracking this one because I need this one for the binder. And then this one will not be getting cracked. This is one of my favorite cards. If not, well, my favorite is Darkflare Knight. You guys might be able to guess what the next one is based off everything I purchased in this video and the multiple different copies of various artworks of that monster. So here we go. We're going to review it. It is Red Eyes B-Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, LOB, first edition PSA 9. This is glossy. It's not wavy, but glossy print regardless of any print. First edition LOB is insane, guys. So this one's staying slabbed. It's going to sit right beside my Blue Eyes that's behind me there. I'm going to put it somewhere. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but oh man, beautiful card. I do have to clean it up a little bit. It's got some scuff just from, being in the slab, being in that package and stuff over time, but man, Payton, you are a legend. Thank you so much for pushing me to grade that Cyber End Dragon and getting the 10 and be able to sell it, because all that funded this whole entire portion of this mail review. That's why things are so expensive. Like, the stuff from Payton was $4,000, and then everything from Louis was over $3,000. So I'm pretty sure the rest of everything else we purchased has got to be close to $3,000. Maybe a little less. We might be pushing that 10K. I'm not entirely sure, but I am just super pumped with everything we picked up, guys. Like, let me know down below what you're working on for your collection. Let me know what you guys thought about everything I picked up for this mail day video. Obviously, it's a ton of cards, so let me know some of your favorites, or the things you guys would have liked that I maybe have seen that, maybe you saw some gaps in my master collection that I haven't quite picked up yet, but I'm blown away by all the support that I've got over the last 6 months from all this stuff I purchased from everybody. So big shout out to every single seller. If I forgot anybody, I am terribly sorry. But, you guys know I do love and appreciate every single one of you who have supported me in this journey and this shiny cardboard addiction that we all kind of have. That's all I have for tonight, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Consider joining as a channel member to support the channel even further, get you guys some free packs and all the other epic stuff. That's all I have for today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I do have to give a massive shout out to my channel members: Sargoni YT, K-Dragon, Mark Donnelly, Cody Slater, Josh Evans, Michael P. Sutton, Lazy Dane, Evan Rudolph, Allison Snell, Will Breaks TCG, Ram22, Roland Pryor, Austin and Kayla, Ghost King TCG, Derek Williams, King Louie, Tone Phil Show, Battle Phase, All for Chaos, James Roche, Chio, Rip Pax TV, and Attention Duelist. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I do hope you have a nice day. Hope you have a nice night. I will see you guys in the next one. This is CardBreaker. I'm out.